Hi everybody, welcome to TechTutoring Academy. In this video, we are going to be talking about React forms. React forms, just like in HTML, React uses forms to allow users to interact with the web page. Adding forms in React, you can add forms with React like any other element. So we have an example: add a form that allows users to enter their name. This will work as normal. The form will submit and the page will refresh automatically. But this is generally not what we want to happen in React. We want to prevent the default behavior and let React control the form. Good. So let's make an example. In this aspect, I'll say function my form, and I will say return return form. Inside this form, I would say label. It's bringing HTML, thinking it's HTML I want to use. Label, enter your name. And inside it, we're going to have input type text. Yes, very valid. Now, let's export my form. Don't stress me out. Then let's import my form here. This is not working again. I hope it brings it for me. Okay, good. My form. Now let's check our result. Yes, we have a new form. Can you see? Enter your full name. That is the first aspect of the form. In the second aspect, we have HTML forms versus React form. In React form, elements like input, text area, and select work a bit differently from traditional HTML. In standard HTML, for form elements maintain their own value based on user input. For example, an input which is type text field. For example, an input which is type text field keeps track of its own value in HTML DOM. In React, the value of the form element is kept in the component state property and updates with the set state function. In other words, React provides a way to manage form data through component state, leading to what is known as controlled components. So in controlled components, in a controlled component, form data is handled by React component. The value of the input element is driven by the React state, and any changes to that value are managed through event handlers that update the state. When the data is handled by the component, all the data is stored in the component state. So we can use the state hook to keep track of each input value and provide a single source of truth. That is, no matter the number of this thing, just give us the recent one, and which is the true one. For the entire application, set the React hook section for more information on hooks. Okay, so let's proceed. Let's make an example, because it's always example that will make you understand better. Do you get? So let's make an example. In this aspect, we'll firstly have to import use state. Import use state. Use state from React. Good. This is the first thing we need to do, because I want to make use of use state now. And in this aspect, we'll say function. Function. New form. Or should we just say form? Do we have it? Okay, we already have my form. New form with the curly braces. And they will say const name set name equals to use state. Use state. Inside it, we'll have an empty string. We'll have an empty string. Then after that, we'll create a function inside it. After that, we'll create a function inside it. Function undo change function E, which will be set name E dot target dot value. Now let's close that. Then the next thing we'll say return. You know, we are still inside the function. Return. This time around, you are returning a form first. Form. Okay. And inside this form, you are creating a label. And inside this label, we are going to have an input. Inside this input, we'll say input type text, correct, and the value will be name, which we have here. That is, so it will set the name to any value we receive in this place. Then we'll say on change equals to undo change. I hope you are getting it. Then inside this P, inside this form, we have a P value, P tag, which is a current value equals to, so you guys can see what is changing, you know, what we are doing. Name. Hope you are getting it now. So let's export it. In this place, we'll export it, new form. Now let's import it here. New form. I hope it has been imported there as well. Okay, yes, new form is there. Let's check our results. So in this place, we'll say favor. Can you see it's telling us that our current value is favor? If we change it again to faith, our current value will be faith. I hope you understand.